first challenge came at the Forest of Whispers. Trees towered like giants. Once upon a time, in a village nestled deep in the enchanted forest, lived a little girl named Immy. She was known throughout the village for her wild imagination and boundless curiosity. While other children were content playing with wooden toys or helping their families with chores, Immy spent her days gazing at the clouds, dreaming of doing the impossible. The villagers loved Immy but often teased her for her dreams. "Immy," they would say, "you can't build a ladder to the stars or talk to animals. Some things are just impossible." But Immy would smile and reply, "Impossible is just a word. Look closely, and you'll see it says, I'm possible." One day, an old traveler came to the village. He was a peculiar man with a long, silver beard and a staff that shimmered like moonlight. Hearing about Immy's dreams, he visited her. "Immy," he said, "I've traveled across realms. But no dream is as brave as yours. Tell me, what is the one thing everyone says is impossible that you wish to achieve?" Immy's eyes sparkled. "I want to climb the tallest mountain and touch the stars." The old traveler chuckled. "A noble dream, young one. But such a journey requires courage, perseverance, and belief in yourself. Are you ready for the adventure?" Immy nodded enthusiastically. The traveler handed her a small golden compass. "This will guide you, but only if you believe in your dream. Trust the compass and yourself." The journey begins. Immy packed her satchel with bread, cheese, and her favorite blanket, setting off at dawn. The villagers waved her goodbye, some wishing her luck and others shaking their heads, thinking she would return disappointed. The first challenge came at the Forest of Whispers. Trees towered like giants, their twisted branches blocking out the sunlight. The forest was rumored to confuse anyone who entered, trapping them forever. Immy hesitated but took out her compass. The needle glowed and pointed east. As she followed its direction, she heard faint whispers, "Turn back. You'll never make it." But Immy clenched her fists. "Nothing is impossible," she whispered to herself. With each step, the whispers faded until she emerged into the sunlight, her heart swelling with pride. The River of Doubt next. Immy encountered the River of Doubt. Its waters were dark and swift, and there was no bridge or boat in sight. On the riverbank sat a talking otter, its fur gleaming like silver. "Why do you look so troubled, little one?" asked the otter. "I need to cross this river, but it seems impossible," Immy replied. The otter grinned. "Impossible? Or simply untried? Build a raft from the reeds. They're stronger than they look." Immy spent hours weaving a raft, her fingers aching, but she didn't give up. When she finally set sail, the current tried to pull her under. She held tightly to her compass and whispered, "I'm possible." The raft held firm, and she reached the opposite shore. The mountain of fear knew at last. Immy arrived at the base of the tallest mountain, its peak hidden by swirling clouds. The air was icy, and the path was steep. As she climbed, the wind howled, and the rocks beneath her feet crumbled. Her arms and legs ached, and for the first time, doubt crept into her heart. Maybe they were right, she thought. Maybe this is impossible. But then, she remembered the traveler's words and the villagers' laughter. "No," she said firmly. "Nothing is impossible. I'm possible." She tightened her grip on the compass and continued upward. Days turned into weeks, and finally, Immy reached the summit. As she stood at the top, the stars seemed close enough to touch. Tears filled her eyes as she reached out, her fingers brushing the cold, sparkling light of a star. At that moment, the mountain rumbled, and the stars above shimmered brighter than ever. Immy realized she hadn't just touched the stars, she had become a part of their light. When Immy returned to the village, the people gasped. Her once simple dress now sparkled like the night sky, and her compass glowed faintly. She told them of her journey, of the whispers, the river, and the mountain. But most of all, she said, I learned that impossible is just a word. Break it apart and it reminds you, I'm possible. From that day on, the villagers stopped doubting their own dreams. They built bridges, invented machines, and even talked to the animals of the forest. Imi's journey had shown them that the greatest obstacles weren't in the world but in their own minds. And so, the village thrived and Imi's story was told for generations. Whenever someone doubted themselves, they would look to the stars and remember the girl who made the impossible possible.